And what is going to happen with, I have a 2024 CR 01037.
That will be taken into consideration, Your Honor.
Okay. And have you all conferred with probation,
Regarding what, Your Honor?
this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, court is calling 2023 CR 8440 and 2024 CR 3014W, State versus Ahmad Smith. All right, Jordan Smith. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris Adelman.
Todd Lessert for Mr. Smith.
And are you Mr. Smith?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so if you all could not block the line of vision of probation. Thank you. Mr. Smith, did you review the documents entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision and First Amended Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And cause number 2023 CR 8440, you were placed on probation for the offense of harassment of a public servant on March 4th, 2024 for a term of 8 years. And in 2024 CR 3014W, you were placed on probation on March 4th, 2024 for a term of 8 years for harassment of a public servant. Is that you in both of those cause numbers?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state. Are you proceeding on the same allegation in each motion?
Yes, Judge.
All right, you may proceed.
On or about the 21st day of March 2024 in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant, Ahmad Jordan Smith, committed the offense of evading arrest, detention, in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State waives the remaining violation allegations, Judge.
Any objection?
No objections, Your Honor.
All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1 in each cause number, the court could fine you, well, you're already been found guilty, but the court could sentence you up to 10 years in the prison? Did you understand that by pleading true to violation of condition number 1?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1 in each cause number?
Yes, Your Honor.
In each cause number, the court would find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, Judge. Revoke supervision, amend the judgment, to sentence Mr. Smith to 3 years of confinement in the penitentiary in each case.
All right, why should I follow this agreement? Anyone?
Your Honor, Mr. Smith has already taken responsibility for these matters. We're trying to resolve all of this pending cases in front of the system at the moment. Mr. Smith has a young son up in Kerrville he'd like to spend time with. He's a pipe worker, pipe welder by trade. Would like to be able to return to society as quickly as possible to show that he can be a productive citizen. And we think that this is an appropriate punishment in order to resolve the cases before the court today.
What has he done on probation?
Very little, Your Honor. There was apparently some misunderstanding with the paperwork, and we decided not to take it very seriously. So he made a mistake in judgment.
So is there a reason why I should give you 3 years? Because it appears if you have not done anything on probation, the only thing you've done is commit a new offense. You want to raise your right hand?
Yes, sir.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand. What have you done since you've been on probation?
I've basically been in jail this whole time. I guess I didn't take it that serious because they didn't have the paperwork whenever I went.
Okay, I don't even know what that means about I've been in jail this whole time. I didn't take it seriously. So let's unpack some suitcases a little bit. I understand that he was to spend time he was to get stabilized with Center for Healthcare Services. So where are we on that probation?
The information we have indicates that there's not really anything done on this case. There was a mental health screening completed earlier this month. He does have a Tacoma appointment on April the 8th. However, after being released, I don't show that he was reporting. So there's nothing that was done.
All right. You were released from custody. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
After you were placed on probation.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. How old are you?
32.
All right. So you're 32. It's not as though you're 18. So you were released. Did you ever report?
I reported and they didn't have my paperwork.
All right. So did you ever call back to report again, or you just said you're done?
I called a couple times. There was no.
All right. Did you obtain any employment?
Um, no, Your Honor.
All right. Did you follow up with Center for Healthcare Services?
No, Your Honor.
So where have you been living? Have you been living by yourself?
With my family, my mother.
All right. Were they aware that you were on probation?
Yes, Your Honor.
So why didn't you do anything? I don't understand that.
I thought they even, I don't know, I thought something went wrong with the courts or the paperwork.
And you thought, hey, they'll never find out and I'm just lost in the system?
I wasn't hiding anything, Your Honor.
I mean, but you knew you were supposed to report. And when you say you were living with family, what family member?
My mother.
Your mother?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'm gonna give you a choice. This choice is up to you. And probation, I'm sorry, what are you recommending?
Depending on if, according to the court summary, depending on if the pending cases are resolved, continue on probation and hold in jail for DDRF.
All right, these are your choices. You have two choices and these are your only choices. So don't ask me for anything else. There are only two choices. I can revoke you. I will sentence you to 5 years in the prison. You do your time, you're done. How much time you will have to do or when they are releasing people for parole, that is one thing you can ask other people who are in jail. People in jail can tell you that, and they also can tell you when you're catching chain. That's what you can depend on inmates to be honest about and know something about. Everything else, I wouldn't take their opinion on legal matters. So either 5 years in prison, or either I'll deny the motion, alternate amend conditions. You're gonna stay in custody for that Tacoma evaluation. That Tacoma evaluation, how long is that taking? So it's April 8th. Those are your two choices. You have no other choices. Which do you prefer?
May I ask what the evaluation was for, Your Honor?
It's related to your mental health.
I guess I would prefer the evaluation.
Well, it's not guess. It's,
I prefer the evaluation, Your Honor.
all right. And what are you doing with the open cases? Because they can't do anything unless the open cases are disposed of.
Plead on the evading and will TIC the criminal mischief.
All right. And those are the only open cases he has?
As far as I'm aware, yes, Judge.
Correct, Your Honor.
All right. The court in each case is finding violation of condition number 1 true. The court will deny the motion, alternate amend conditions to include the Tacoma evaluation, follow results. And probation, if for any reason they don't accept him or say he's not accepted, let's bring him back to court and figure out what else to do. Yes. And you say the next phase for him is the Tacoma evaluation? All right. Is there anything else he needs, probation?
Already mandated at under their position.
All right, and there's going to be no unsupervised contact. I'm sorry, there's to be no contact with minors until completion of parenting classes. So if you want to see your child, you need to complete parenting classes. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
The mandate
Yes. And probation, after he's completed parenting classes, then it will be no unsupervised contact with minors. I like to do things incrementally. So once you've completed your parenting classes, then you'll be allowed to have supervised contact with minors. And then if you're doing well, I'll change it. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor. May
Is-
I ask
Sure.
if I could enroll in lifetime?
All right. Didn't I give you two choices?
Oh, my apologies.
No problem. All right. Is there anything else, probation? All right, thank you.
Madam President,
Yes. Here, our counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, so we're here for an update on ISF. And on this one, Mr. Garahan, I think defense is requesting that the ISF be removed.
Yes, Your Honor, I've discussed it with probation. They've confirmed that she cannot go to ISF with the medication. We've had several women in the jail that have been sent there, and they've been sent back because they have the same medication. What I'm recommending the court is either lifetime recovery or intensive outpatient. I'm leaning toward intensive outpatient. I think she's very motivated to get on with her life.
Well, what medications are you on and what are the medications for?
I was not aware of this program. When I got to jail, I was there about 3 weeks, and it's an antagonist for opiates. It's a whole program with the recovery motion that I'm taking, and the medication it's a blocker. So it's just no withdrawal, no break, absolutely. It just makes you have a life, basically.
So
Better
you-
than methadone. Like
So you know the name of the medication?
it's called Subutex.
Okay. And how long have you been on this medication?
3.5 months since I got to jail. 3 weeks after I got to jail.
And this program that you're in, if you're released, do you have a case manager to work with you on the dosage?
Christine Denning, she's the probation officer that heads up the MAP program.
All right, Christine, what?
Denning, she's in the probation department that runs the program, the MAP program. And also I already have a prescription in my property for when I am released.
All right, Ms. Abrams.
Yes, sir. So I did get confirmation that Ms. Samuel McNeil has been participating in the Joe MAP program, and she is receiving that medication. The medication is used to treat opioid use disorder, and unfortunately, all the state programs do not, will not provide it. We're trying to make it available in our local facilities, but we haven't gotten there either. Ms. Denning is one of our assessors, and she does work with the Center for Healthcare Services.
All right, so she will have someone through probation. Is it going to be Christine Denny that follows up?
If I would ask that if we're going to amend conditions, for her release, that we start with, either lifetime recovery or intensive outpatient treatment, and then amend for a Center for Healthcare Services referral. Ms. Denning is not a officer that carries a caseload, so she wouldn't be the one to follow up and make sure that she's doing what she needs to do. It would be her actual officer doing that.
All right, would Lifetime Recovery accept her? Do we know?
I don't know the answer.
Judge, we would do the referral process.
All right, here's my concern.
Yes,
And I
ma'am.
want you to be successful on this probation. And last thing I want is for you to be released and then something happens, you fall off, you use,
Yes, ma'am.
because I'm not a chemist. Bashan, even though I was president of my chemist high school class, that of chemistry and physics, that doesn't mean that I'm a chemist or a physicist. So I don't know what would happen to you if you were on this drug and you decided to end up using. So I do want a placement for you. Lifetime Recovery is a very good program, and Lifetime Recovery won't take them that long to accept you. Okay,
Can I say something?
sure.
I've been locked up for like, going on 5 months.
Mhm.
I've never been away from my family this long. I lost my grandfather, and I feel like a horrible daughter being away from my mom. Can't be. I know that I made a horrible decision. I feel like this Bear County broke me. I want to go home.
No, I understand you're saying that, but the problem is you're not looking at the big picture. And the big picture of this is that you were on probation, right? You were placed on probation in 2023. And then what ends up happening? You have a motion to revoke filed. And the motion to revoke that was filed against you was for a new number one. And a new number one means that you were on probation and you committed a new crime.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So where we are is there are some judges who would have revoked you and you would have been doing your time at prison, and then you would have been released from prison, and then it would have been, oh, well. Right.
Yes.
So I am trying to make sure that I don't see you back here again, because who knows what will happen. Either you'll come back or maybe you'll overdose. I don't know. So there are consequences to all of our actions. Sometimes we don't face the consequences on the front end. Sometimes we end up facing them on the back end. But you're looking at potentially 5 years in prison if you're unsuccessful. And everybody will always tell you, and your attorney will tell you, you know what? They find Jesus at the jail. And sometimes they do. And, I'm a Christian, right? So I know that sometimes people do find Jesus at the jail, and sometimes they will never get in trouble again. But then what I can tell you, about 85% of the people, and I've done the statistics, about 85% of the people say they found Jesus at the jail. They're never going to get in trouble again. They need to be with their family. They want to be with their children. A family member passed or a family member is sick. I want to take care of them. You know what ends up happening? They get released. They go out in the world. They have the best of intentions, but then all of these temptations hit them. It's sort of like when people are on church on Sunday, when they're in church on Sunday, it is great because everybody there is saying they're going to follow the rule, the golden rule. It's going to be great. You pay your tithes or whatever at the church. And then when you're released, Sunday, you're still feeling the glow. Then Monday, something hits you. Tuesday, something hits you. And you forget all about what happened in church on Sunday. And the cycle starts over. So what's going to happen is I am going to have you referred to Lifetime Recovery. And what we'll do, Mr. Young, is we'll bring her back in 2 weeks. If she is not accepted into Lifetime Recovery by that time in 2 weeks, then I'll do something else. And it'll most likely be intensive outpatient treatment. But if she is not accepted into lifetime treatment because she says, I'm not going to lifetime treatment, That's something
different. I
different.
understand that. You're
All right, so Ms. Abrams, and I'm sorry, State, do you have any objections to her being the conditions being amended and altered to lifetime recovery?
No, no.
All right, so what we will do is we're gonna alter and amend conditions. To lifetime recovery. And Jenna, she's to be released to lifetime recovery only. A referral to Center for Healthcare Services. And continued participation in the MAP program. Is that MAP? MAT in the MAP program. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court? All right, you're welcome. Thank you.
Your Honor.
Hey, hi, sure, well, good morning. Court is calling NYMAC number 738729, State versus Alexis C. Rodriguez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
For the defense?
Mick Aguilar on behalf of Alexis Rodriguez.
And are you Alexis Rodriguez? All right, counsel, you're here for, to set bond.
Yes, Judge.
My understanding that an agreement has been reached with the state to set the bond at $5,000. Is that correct?
I visited with Mr. Garahan yesterday. He wrote in his.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right,
I
thank
did
you.
remind him that we were going to be here this morning.
All right, state, any requests for any conditions?
Not that I'm aware of, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. You may be excused.
Thank you.
All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Alexis Rodriguez.
All right. So these questions I'm going to ask you, they're related to your conditions of bond, not the case that you have before me. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, so first question. Have you ever been diagnosed with any type of mental health issues?
No.
Have you ever been to see a psychiatrist? Have you ever been placed on any type of medications? All right. Have you ever used any type of drug in the past?
Marijuana.
Anything other than marijuana? No. And if you were drug tested today, what would the results be? All right. So.
Along with that question, John, she was on a bond. Affidavit with some surrender was filed and granted. She was picked up on December 21st. I know they can get in a quantity of drugs in the jail, but I don't think you get a chance to smoke marijuana.
Okay.
So she's been there 2 months. Court-appointed lawyer wasn't doing his job.
Well, I wanted, and the reason why I asked you whether or not you would test positive, because sometimes drugs stay longer in the system, but I don't want to get into the facts of your case because you're charged with marijuana possession.
But yeah, she's been locked up for in excess of 60 days.
All right. All right, this is what the court is going to do. I'm going to set your bond at $5,000. There's going to be regular UAs, waive fees. And in the past, when you use marijuana, how often were you using?
I would say like every week, 3 weekends.
Okay. And I'm going to do 60 sober meetings in 60 days. All right, counsel, is there anything else?
Now, when you say sober meetings, there's like a NA.
Yes,
Go to my church.
yes, that's what they call them now.
Sober meetings.
Yes. All right, is there anything else?
Nothing further from us, Judge.
All right, thank you. They'll probably release you sometime at midnight. And what is this 444 on your chest?
It's angel numbers, protection.
All right,
Angel numbers, protection.
okay. All right, well, you got to do your part.
Thank you.
All
Judge.
right, thank you. All right, so on this case, hello.
Hi, ma'am.
On this case, where are we on discovery?
Judge, I believe I have most of the discovery, but I do need to file my blood motion to get the blood evidence to me. I did get an offer today, Judge. I'd like to file
It's the normal discovery motion, a blood motion.
All right, so that blood discovery motion needs to be filed by this week. And state, once you receive that, tender it to the court so that I can sign it.
Yes, Judge.
So that's to be filed. Are you able to get it filed by Thursday?
Judge, if you could give me until Monday, that would be great. I've got giant discovery deadline on the civil case Thursday, and then I've got a civil trial on Friday.
All right, the blood discovery motion needs to be filed by March 3rd. And state, once you receive that, present it to the court.
Yes, Judge.
And then Norma, set this for the end of March for plea deadline date. All right, your next court date is going to be March 31st. You need to be on time for court. You understand? All right, thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Once you sign the reset form, you're excused.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Good morning.
I am on two of these cases. Mr. Thompson has a second court-appointed attorney on the third case.
All right, who's the other attorney on the third case?
I think it says Russell Mitchell, Judge.
Russell Mitchell.
That is correct.
All right.
Your Honor, I'm asking for a brief reset. I know we're set for trial on this matter, but it appears this is one that's going to work out.
Okay.
Mr. Thompson was issued a bench warrant from here in February of 2023, but it wasn't executed till January of 2025 when he made it back to Bexar County.
Okay.
I'm asking for this reset so that I can contact these other counties that he's been bouncing around and to get him credit for those other 2 years that this bench warrant was floating out there so that he gets credit for any time if this does end up getting resolved by appeal.
All right. And state, did you tender an offer?
We tendered a tentative offer, Your Honor.
That is correct, Your Honor. They did tender a tentative offer.
All right.
So the cases that we conferred on, all cases would be resolved, but we conferred on the offer and it would be with this attorney.
All right. So, Norma, let's recall this back on March 17th. All
Yeah,
right.
Your Honor.
And sir, if they want to, if you're, excuse me, you're talking too loud. And number 2, we don't use profanity in this courtroom. All right. All right. So we're going to bring you back on March 17th. And if your attorney is able to work things out sooner than that, he'll let us know and we'll bring you over. What I can tell you is whatever credit you have, because you were in different counties and it took us a long time to find out where you were,
Yes.
you will receive credit for that. So you're entitled to all of that time legally. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, do you require a discovery acknowledgement and punishment election today?
No.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you. And Norma, can you talk to defense counsel Russell and see if it would be best if just one attorney is on all of the cases? Good morning. So are you ready on the motion to revoke?
Well, Judge, I wanted to talk with you about that.
Yes.
So do you have a copy of the motion already?
Yes.
Okay, I got a copy for you.
You mean the copy of the motion to revoke? Yes, I have a copy of the motion to
Okay,
revoke.
perfect. So Judge, we have kind of a unique situation here. Honestly say, I don't think I've ever had it before. She's doing pretty well on her probation, but she has these positive blows. She'd had an accident, not a major accident, and she started having problems with it. And so she had the blows on the 16th of December, and then she on the 17th, which is the last violation, she blew it was a .030 again. So her mom is actually in DWI court and has ignition interlock. She knew she hadn't been drinking, so she went over and she blew in her mom's, which came back as 0. I can't get those records yet. I'm going to go see if I can get those records for you to show that. She also, and I talked to the prosecutor about all this. She also took the car into the installation people. Do you mind if I give her this?
All right, so are you all ready to go on the motion to
Well,
revoke? Because you all are presenting evidence, so.
Well, Judge, I don't have all the documentation you're going to want. So unless you think that you're not going to need that, she didn't actually violate. She was never drinking. So, but all I have right now is the documentation from the installer indicating what he did in his conversations with the Toxilog. I have not been able to get through the Toxilog to get their documentation, and nor have I been able to get the Toxilog records for her mom, which I think will show that there really was a problem with the ignition interlock in this situation.
Mhm.
In which case, I think I would request that if the state would, consider withdrawing it if that is the situation. She's doing well on probation other than that. So, Judge, I guess what I'm saying is, if you think that's enough documentation for that, if you need additional, of which it does exist, then we would need to get a reset to get that documentation. But Judge, in this case, I truly believe my client did not violate at all. So I really I don't want her to have to post a big bond when she's, it was really truly in this situation, a problem with the device. If you want us to go ahead and get the additional documentation, I request if perhaps you might consider withdrawing the warrant and issuing a summons for her to come back. I don't know how you feel about that sort of thing. I've never done that in this court.
Well, have you all conferred on this?
We've conferred on it, Judge, and based on my conversations with Ms. Courtroom, if she is able to obtain this record from Interlock, I believe that they possibly could be exculpatory. And my issue with the evidence that she's provided today, I don't know who that person is. I don't know if that person has a special relationship with the defendant and she's just putting stuff on the document and just put it on there. So that's why I don't feel comfortable proceeding on a motion right now, but I will agree summons if the court is in.
So with regards to the Interlock, is that on the ignition interlock? Do they do that by camera?
Yes.
So then if she was blowing in her mom's device, which she shouldn't have, they should have that?
Yes, Judge.
All right, so what's Interlock's number?
I can look that up for you, Judge. I don't know if probation has a special contact number, but I'm just looking for the main number.
Any objections to the court calling Interlock?
No, Judge.
None from defense.
All right, just have a seat.
Okay, Judge, I have a number for them.
Is it the 88 number?
See, 844-909-2406. That's just the main number. It's not a special number. But
Okay, all right, just have a seat.
and just so you'll be aware, she had a number of requirements on her probation. She's done the AA meetings, 90 days of the AA,
Okay,
the parenting class, the
All right,
VIP,
so-
in a lifetime.
just have a
Okay.
seat. All right, thanks.
Yes, thanks, Judge.
All right, so you have all the discovery?
No, we're missing a piece. It's really strange because this would have a body cam. We can't seem to find it. I've even brought a USB and I guess it's your feet.
All right, do you know where
Forward.
body cam, do you know where that is?
No idea, Your Honor.
All right, have you looked for it?
I've
Been told what body cam it is, so I'm not sure which one it is that I'm supposed to look for. So
All right.
At this point, no, Jim.
All right, so if you will talk to the state, let them know which body cam it is, maybe they can pull it up for you now.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
But we'd still like a reset. I want to get a investigator to contact baby mama's boyfriend who allegedly owned the car in the hospital. And the state was going to look into ownership of the car.
All right, so let's see first about the body cam, so you can have that, then your investigator will have something. So yes.
Okay, do you mind if was I read on some links? I first got assigned Mr. Hayek with a theft. I showed up for court, right? They had just changed the Odyssey thing. So the bailiff told me to talk to the coordinator, however it was on the other side, it was in county court, right? Well, she gave me a piece of paper saying, call in 2 weeks. Well, Mr. Hayek didn't see me there apparently and got me a FTA, right? So I knew I had an FTA when they walked up on me until I ran, right? I did do that, right? But I
Let me
did
ask
show
you
up to
something.
court.
Let me ask you something. So why are you admitting to committing crimes Because that's what you just done.
Yes, ma'am, because I did evade arrest.
All right, so you just admitted to a crime, so that's eliminating probably one defense your attorney may or may not have for you.
Oh, I understand that, but I'm just honest with what I did. So, I just want to be honest with you. So then I had my, people call Mr. AJ and talk about, okay, well, I got arrested. I got shot with a flare gun, right? And it caught some stuff on fire. I bonded out on all these charges. I paid $2,200. I was out 3 days. I was there on the side of the road trying to put the fire out. The fire marshal said, there's no evidence to charge me with the crime, right? But Bear County's charged me anyways, and it pulled all my bonds. I paid $2,200 to get out, right? I got things going on with my kids. I just started seeing my 3-year-old kid. I was just helping them on the side of the road. Look, well, it pulled all my bonds. So I was gonna see if somehow, cause I had Charles Bunk, and he read on there, on the police report, it says, there's no evidence to charge James Cody Davis, right? But they did anyway, so he got it, he went, and he was like, I don't even know how they even didn't reject you. So he went and got it thrown out before it was indicted or anything, right? Within a week after he seen me the first time, Charles Bunk. So, I was gonna see somehow, like I paid $2,200 to get out for 3 days, and I was putting a fire out there when I got shot with a flare gun, right? So if there's any way you can look into that or reinstate my bonds or something, because I was only out 3 days and I wasn't even supposed to get arrested for this arson, and I'm the one that got shot with, boom, by a flare gun, and it caught my shirt on fire. I'm still in jail. You know what I mean? Like, if there's any way you could help get my bonds reinstated. I was through Armstrong.
Well, with regards to bonds being reinstated, your bondsman will need to request that they be put back on your bond. Reinstatement of bond means that I'm telling the bondsman, you're back on this bond. And that's not something that I do.
Okay.
So the bondsman will have to agree to be on your bond.
What about them doubling it? And when I wasn't supposed to get arrested?
Excuse me. Yes.
Sorry for interrupting you, Mr. Davis. Sir. May I be excused to try and look for
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So that's where we are. And then where we are right now is you're going to have a seat. He's going to see if he has the body cam that you're looking for, and then you can approach again. All right. Thank you.
Your Honor, the
Yes.
DA has looked through his files of about 9 different videos. So he wants me to look at whatever I have looked at in my office.
All right. Thank you. All right. Cody Davis. Come down. Ms. Ferguson, on Cody Davis, reset this for plea deadline date, March 31st. If your attorney wishes for you to be brought over sooner, he'll let us know.
Thank you.
You're welcome, and your attorney can file whatever motions he wants to file with regards to bond issues.
I'll at least follow up.
All right,
Sorry
thank you.
for my language and interrupting your.
No, it's no problem. Sometimes, here's the thing. I understand that these cases that we have, for you, it is the most important thing because it involves your life, right? So I understand how people can get frustrated and upset if you think that people are not hearing you. So apology accepted. We're going to pretend like that never happened, okay?
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to bring you back on March 31st. And if your attorney wants you brought back sooner, he'll let the court know. But as I said before, with regards to bonds, if you're on a commercial bond, there is no reinstating a bond for me unless the bondsman agrees to it. All right, because that's like me telling the bondsman, you're going to get back on this person bond. And they may say, no, we've had problems with this person. We don't want to be back on their bond. So legally, I can't force them to do it. But he's saying that he will call them and see if they will agree to a reinstatement of your bond and have them as your bondsman. Now, whether or not I agree to reinstate it at the same amount will depend on what evidence is presented to me. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
And, okay.
Yes, do you need to speak to him?
No, it's an MTR, haven't been appointed by MAC yet, talked to the state. He's got a new number one. I just look at the police report. They've got to do some more.
All right,
filing.
Mr. Peterson, come down.
Oh, he's there. Okay.
All right, so what are you saying? You haven't been appointed on what?
On the MTRs, I found out about it today.
All right, Norma, can you make sure he's appointed on the MTR?
Got appointed on the new number one.
Okay. And it's the 2023-1041. Gary, it has you listed on here.
They may have me listed, but
Yeah.
they send me an email. It says I'm listed.
Yeah, they're saying appointed on February 3rd. But I understand.
Like I said, I've talked to the state. They're looking into it too, to see where the new number one, because they're making a recommendation for ISF subject to what happens in the new number one, and the new number one's kind of screwy, just looking at the police report.
All right, where's? Okay, and then with regards to this new number one, do you have discovery on that?
He gave me a copy of the police report today.
A copy of the CMAG packet, which included a copy of the offense report, as well as recordings from the officers who arrived, but we have no SB 111 statement. We have no prosecution guide. As far as I'm aware, we don't have any victim statements. So it is incomplete at this stage, which is not surprising because the alleged offense date is mid-January of this year, if I remember correctly.
All right, Norma, set this for a contested hearing in 3 weeks, please.
He does, Judge.
Are you all ready to proceed on the motion to revoke?
No, ma'am, we're not. We're here simply to get a bond set. He's not scheduled for docket. He's in jail with no bond.
Okay.
That's why we have agreed recommendations that we'd like to make to the board.
And these are both deferred adjudications? All right, court is calling 2017 CR 4615 and 2021 CR 0832 State versus Juan Castaneda. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
James Touch, Mr. Council, the judge.
All right, the defendant is on deferred adjudication in each of these cause numbers. Because he's on deferred adjudication, he's entitled to a bond in each of these cause numbers. It appears that you all have reached an agreement in the cause number ending 32 to set the bond at 7,500.
Yes. Yes, 7,500. Sorry, Judge, I couldn't.
No
hear you.
problem.
Apologize.
And
also a no contact order, we were asking for with a NEPA.
And then in 1.5, it appears that you all have agreed to a bond of 7,500 as well. Is that correct?
That is correct, including the no contact order again. I believe that will be also on another possible case.
All right. All right, State, you may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Mr. Castellano, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Juan Carlos Castañeda.
All right, have you ever seen a psychiatrist before?
No, ma'am.
Have you ever been placed on any type of medications for mental health issues?
No, ma'am.
Have you ever been diagnosed with any type of mental health issues?
No.
Have you ever used drugs in your past?
No.
And what would that be?
Marijuana,
And what else?
cocaine,
And what else?
meth.
And what else?
That's it, ma'am.
See, why did I have to do and what else and what else and what else? Okay.
Well, you're asking the questions.
No, you know, Mr. Toshi. All right, the court will grant your motion. The court will set your bond at the agreed amounts of $7,500 in each case. In each case, there's to be no contact with Nifa Garza. There's to be regular UAs, waive fees. There's to be GPS tracking, waive fees. Norma, set this for 3 weeks for a contested, please. All right, your contested hearing is going to be March 18th. Is there anything else?
No, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.